Does it really matter if we're modest for our husbands? Let's tackle this question while I tackle this load of laundry behind me. So I made a video yesterday that said, you know, it was 105 degrees because we live in Arizona, and I was still wearing a shirt that didn't have my cleavage showing. I didn't have shorts on that had my butt crack showing. Nobody could see the date of the quarter in my back pocket because my pants were too tight or anything like that. But I want to talk about that because I have heard that you don't need to be modest when it's hot outside. Your modesty is conditional on the temperature. If your values are based on the weather, you don't have strong values. Do you think for the people who wear like hijabs, Muslim clothing, you know, fully clothed, do you think that in the summertime they're like, just wear whatever? No, they stay true to their values. And honestly, if we're going off of the logic of, hey, if it's hot outside, anything goes, okay? We need to be comfortable, okay? We don't need to be sweating. But two, if we're going by that logic, why would we be wearing any clothing at all in the summer? If the more clothing you have on, the hotter that you are in hot weather, then why not just not wear clothes when it's summertime, right? Oh, that doesn't fit, right? Because you want it to fit your narrative of people should wear whatever they want to wear. Let me bring you into 2025. We often see women on the street, going to the gym, going shopping, wherever, at Starbucks, wherever. We see leggings with we can see the whole, your full anatomy in these leggings. Women walking around in sports bras, stomach out, cleavage out, everything out. That has become the norm. And it didn't become the norm overnight, but that's become the norm. Especially with social media now, music videos, everything is glorified. We are desensitized to showing off our bodies. We are actually encouraged to show off our bodies. That is seen as empowering and freeing. My issue is that regardless of what you think, you're out here looking like a snack. If you're married or if you're a woman of God, you should only be wanting to look like a snack for your husband, because there's a lot of people that are hungry out here. And we're not trying to feed the masses, right? We're just trying to like a snack for our husband. We want to glorify God in anything that we do, and that includes anything that we wear. And we also want to honor and respect our husbands with what we wear and what we do. By the way, speaking of modest clothing, look at this. Let your faith in God be bigger than your fear. I love this. I have another shirt down here. This is a shirt from Caruso. I have so many shirts from Caruso. This one's, you can't see it, but it says created for a purpose. Anyway, I think a lot of women feel like if they don't dress immodest, then they're not dressing cute. They associate modesty with like boring, ugly clothes, like granny clothes, like JCPenney's old ladies section. You can be modest and cute and glorifying God and honoring and respecting your husband in what you wear all at the same time. You have to be a little more intentional when shopping. Honestly, you don't even have to be that intentional when shopping. My favorite hack is to wear high-waisted, wide-leg pants or shorts and a more fitted, shorter shirt, or a shirt that can tuck in. That is extremely flattering on like any body type. When I was a very curvy girl, it was flattering on me, and I just lost 20 pounds in the last 2 months, and I lost all my curves, but that's still very flattering on my body. Here's another shirt from Caruso. My lifeguard walks on water. I love all these shirts. By the way, if you guys want to check out Caruso, I'm gonna leave the link in the description where you can get 15% off using code Henry and Victoria Doss. But yeah, I want you guys to talk to me in the comments about modesty. Like, when did you become more modest? Was it once you became a wife? Was it once you became a Christian? When were you convicted of it? Or were you ever convicted of it? And I don't want y'all to think that I was always modest, okay? I wasn't. I used to be a model, and not a very modest one. I played volleyball in college. I lived in spandex, the short spandex. Matter of fact, I used to cut my spandex even shorter and prance around with them. I love walking around campus in my short spandex that showed everything. I liked the attention that it brought, right? I feel like this is a normal fleshly desire. You know, I'm not saying you're abnormal for wanting that, but I'm saying it's not godly. Once I really started walking my Christian walk, I was convicted of all that. And anything that I wasn't yet convicted of, and my husband was convicted of, like, nah, you can't wear that. I submitted to his leadership. Oftentimes what we wear, if I'm wearing something that's a little too revealing, it's a little too tight, maybe I can't exactly see what I'm looking like, but he can. It's his job as my protector, provisioner, leader, for him to foresee like what possible situation or circumstance might happen as a result of me wearing that. And let's avoid that by not wearing it. I posted a video on Instagram showing that kind of dialogue, and everybody was just like, I cannot believe you let a man tell you what to do. Like, why would you even date her if you're gonna tell her what to wear? And it's like, people don't get it. People do not get it. They don't understand the whole safety aspect behind what you're wearing. I'm gonna open your eyes for a second, okay? Go to Google, type in streetwalker, and I want you, or streetwalker outfits, and I want you to see what pulls up. Then go on your timeline, go on Instagram or something like that, or go in your closet and look and see what outfits you have, and see if any of those have anything in common. If they do you really want that to be the message that you're portraying or you're conveying with what you wear? Now, I'm not saying it's okay for situations to happen. Great. I'm not excusing, I'm not justifying, but I am saying if you can prevent a situation, if you could be a little more proactive than reactive, why not? And we're talking about like serious situations, right? Your husband's trying to keep you safe from. You don't even want to have to try to deal with all that. He doesn't want you to have to deal with all that because he loves you too much. But if you're too busy thinking, he's trying to tell me what to do, you're gonna miss out on that covering that he's trying to give. All right, you guys leave your thoughts in the comments. Do you guys want me to do like an outfit series where I show you guys what I wear during the day? I don't feel like I dress like a grandma. Honestly, I went shopping a couple months ago for like a new wardrobe, but I lost so much weight in the last couple months that everything's kind of big on me, so I feel like I need to go again. I will catch you guys next video. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, and maybe you'll be able to find my husband's videos on here as well, where he talks to the men. He also talks to the women as well, but we're both about holding spouses accountable, helping you become better spouses. And my husband is launching a men's group. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to talk about this yet, but he's launching a men's group called House of Kings. You guys should hear about that very, very soon. I will put the link in the description once it is launched, but that is going to be huge. A group holding men accountable, holding all the husbands accountable. Like, yes, send your husband his way. All right, I'll see you guys next video. Bye.